Hello, beautiful, beautiful people. How are we all? I hope we're all doing really, really well. It has been a long time. Guess who's back?
Back again.
Tom Alodeon's back. Taylor friend. Last time I did a YouTube video, I did that.
What?
Guess who's back? Back again. That was the title of the video, if anyone remembers that.
Why? What was it about?
Guess who's back?
Was it about Eminem?
No, it was me coming back to YouTube.
And then you disappeared again. I'll just call you out.
That's the tea. Talking of tea, this is it. I've been promising you for about 2 years now. I think it's been about 2 years since I last uploaded Tea with Tom. We don't talk about the failed one that happened last October.
Let's talk about that.
No, let's not. Although maybe if people want that, we will.
No, because you'll get in trouble.
I will get in trouble. The feds will knock down my door. But welcome to Tea with Tom. It is back, and I'm with Weird Goth Girl.
I just appeared in the corner of your room.
Yeah, she's actually a secret djinn.
I
am. Not as in what you drink, as in like the weird, creepy, fairy voodoo-y thing.
That's exactly what I am. I identify as one of them.
Oh, so you're not he, she, they, them.
No.
You're just djinn. Djinn.
I'm an omen.
You're a bad omen.
I'm a bad omen.
Yeah, I'm a good omen.
I just appear. Yeah. And destroy your life.
If only I had Sillet Bang. Bang, the dirt is gone.
Did you know that the Sillet Bang logo looks like it says cunt bang? Yeah, sorry.
Is that like a conspiracy theory? Are we turning into Shane Dawson? Is this like
no,
where this is
we
going?
don't want to turn into Shane. We don't want to bang our cats.
Okay, anyway, I think I deserve? I think you deserve an explanation as to where I've been. I mean,
Where
you know.
have you been? Where have you been, Tom?
Right, okay, so the last video I think I uploaded was...
Some Marvel video.
Yeah, I think it was going to see Spider-Man, which was December, so 6 months ago. Nearly 7 months ago. And after that, I just decided, you know what? I want a break. I deserve a break. I was uploading weekly back then, so like 2-3 videos a week for about 5 months.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah, I did that, and it was just so stressful because I was like, it's when we were doing Panto, and I had to, learn my lines.
Did you vlog Panto?
No, I was going to do Vlogmas, and then I was like, fuck this, I'm not uploading every single day for 25 days. I'd rather kill myself. Right? Not a chance. So I vlogged a bit of it, but when we did Panto, I had to learn lines, I had to do all my coursework, blah, 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 and I couldn't upload 3 times a week. And I was just like, do you know what? I'm going to take a break. And then I kind of enjoyed having a break that I took it for 7 months.
Did you tell people that you were taking a break?
No.
You just disappeared?
I just disappeared off the face of the earth. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because I don't feel like I owed people an explanation as to why I wanted some time off. I just needed some time off. You know.
You don't deserve any... You don't owe anyone.
I don't deserve any time off, apparently.
You don't deserve anyone.
I swear there are ghosts in this shed. Also, welcome to the new setup. This is really weird. I've never filmed in here.
Have you not?
No.
I thought you... No, you used to film in your bedroom, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to film in my bedroom. Anyway, basically, I also felt like I needed to just mature before I came back. Like, a lot has happened in the last 7 months. Whew. A lot has happened in the last 7 months. And, I just thought I needed to grow up a bit. Yeah. And I feel like, people grow up the best when you take time away from things, take time away from life. And that's what I did. Well, I didn't take time away from life, because otherwise I'd be dead. But,
no!
We can wish. No. But, I took time away from life.
And your child.
And what?
And your child.
And yo.
Now you're back.
And now I'm back, and I'm here, and I'm queer, and I'm ready to be fiat.
That's Dan Howell, so you can't steal that.
Is it?
I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm full of existential fear. That's his thing.
I didn't know that. That's straight over my head.
Straight
Which
over
one?
my head. Straight over
well,
my
I mean,
head.
I do currently have a hole in my trousers. I don't know if you can see
You
that.
need new trousers.
I do.
You need new clothes. All together.
Bitch, I ain't rich, alright? I can afford...
Get on that OnlyFans!
Rake it in, girl! Get money for porn. No. I'm currently wearing a drag outfit, actually.
Oh, yeah. That happened in the last 7 months.
Yeah, drag show.
Talk about Connie's Angels.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that because, well, unless you follow me on like Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat, whatever, I did a drag show. I did my first ever drag show. And, well, first off, let's ask someone who watched the fucking show.
I did. Yeah.
What did you think of it?
It was good. It was a bit rocky at some patches. You know,
Certain queen.
We saw so much of that one queen.
My coconuts.
Davina, absolutely amazing. Rocked the stage.
She was phenomenal.
Phenomenal queen.
Phenomenal queen.
Backing dancers. I don't like saying backing dancers because they did more than just stand in the back. They were just dancers. Absolutely amazing. Blew me away. I was just quite shocked.
Yeah.
I also saw a lot of you because your dress was quite short.
I'll put a little photo up here that you can actually see my fanny.
It was so long ago, but it's all coming back to me. Touch you like this, kiss you like that. It was gone with the wind, but it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. There were moments of pain, and there were flashes of light.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
And poor Megan with the confetti cannon just there, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
I'm good. That's it.
Yeah,
that's going on the next poster. He's all right.
I'd recommend to someone.
Who?
I don't know anyone except you.
I'll recommend you to
Everyone
yourself.
else I know came to the show.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Exactly. So I can't really recommend you to anyone. I can recommend you to my aunties, but they'll probably come next time, but to see me, not you.
That's what it is now.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what... Well, no, yeah, you're very good. And it was very well planned out. And you were far less...
Yes, certain people at college.
It was, except for the fact the venue changed, the show changed, you were indecisive, your outfits changed. It all pulled together in the end. And besides, the audience didn't catch on at the beginning. I did notice at the very beginning it was very quiet and very awkward.
Yeah.
But then people started to get into...
I think because the vast majority of people that actually went to the drag show had never seen
it. It was my
show.
first drag show.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved it. And I ended up following 1,500 drag queens now.
I know.
But yeah, you thumbs up to you. That's what.
Thank you. Yay.
Need to.
That was the shittiest promo I think I've ever had.
Well,
yeah, well done. You're all right.
You're all right.
Yeah.
You're good. Just look at my face on the video. That shows how much I loved it.
It's just the face crack that you just paused. Like,
no, it was really good, and I would recommend it.
Thank you.
Follow Condom on.
Condom?
That's what I call it, you know.
Condom?
Yeah.
Condom?
Condom.
But you say condom?
Condom, yeah. Because it's Connie Dom. Condom. How do you say it?
Condom.
It's a condom. How do you say...
Hang on a minute. Are we getting to like a condom versus condom moment?
How do you say ambiance?
Ambiance. I say ambiance.
Thank God.
We've had that conversation before, ambiance. But condom, it's the word con and the word dom.
No, you just get that from
Condom.
saying Connie Dom.
No. Right, okay. I'm not on about Connie Dom as in my drag, but like the word condom, it's spelt con and dom. If you say someone is dominating, you say dom.
Yeah.
And if you say the word con like someone is conning you, you say con. Put those two together, you get condom.
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 Condom. That's what
You're saying condom.
Condom.
You don't say they dominate you. They dominate.
Depends on where you are. If you're underneath them, you don't have time to say oh.
If you've got your mouth full, you go,
Moving on.
Anyway, drag, So
We were-
I am now a drag queen. So I do drag now, not all the time, but like whenever I can be bothered, really. But we've got another show in August, so if you want to come, I'll put the ticket
August
link in
12th.
the bio. Yeah, August 12th at Crooks Social Club, 7 p.m. on the dot.
It will probably start at like 8 p.m. considering what happened last time.
Oh my god, let's not go there. Like, that was a nightmare.
But it was a good
And a half.
nightmare.
You can have good nightmares.
All my nightmares are good. I love nightmares.
Yeah, but look at you.
I have a nightmare.
You are a walking nightmare. You are the nightmare before Christmas. You are the nightmare before Halloween. You are the nightmare before fucking Easter. Yeah. But I want to ask you though. Your first time ever doing drag is coming up. How do you feel about being brought into the drag community?
Terrified.
What?
Because I know it's a bit weird, but like when my mom asked me this actually, when I originally was gonna do the drag queen,
Be the drag queen?
Be the drag
I was
queen.
going to say, you can't do a drag queen.
Is there such thing as a female drag queen?
Yeah.
And she always interpreted it with a male dressed as a woman.
As a woman, yeah.
Or traditionally a gay male or whatever, and so it's kind of that thing of, will I do as good of a job because I'm a naturally feminine woman? Can I up that and make that drag?
Yeah.
Because it's such a high standard, and it's got so many different levels to it, and it isn't just walking around in a pair of fake tits like I thought it was for my entire life.
It's to an extent.
There's the difference between drag and performing
There is.
that I still need to find, and I still want to find, and it's difficult to find. And also because obviously my idea of what I want to be as a drag queen isn't a normal stereotype of a drag queen. So yeah, my tastes are different. I am female, and it just all bubbles into one big cauldron of anxiety for a drag show that I hope is going to go well, but I just keep having these anxiety moments of like, I'm going to get on the stage and everyone's going to go.
Yeah. Every drag queen has that though. When they first go on, they're like, people are just going to look at me like, what the fuck am I doing? But
yeah.
They don't. They love it.
Well, I hope so, and I hope my style of drag can...
They love it.
They better do.
They will do.
Because if not, I will never forget about it. It will kill me for the rest of my life.
Just that'll be some new trauma that you'll have to dig up in 10 years' time on a podcast. Yeah. No, I think the only problem with being a drag queen, especially in modern society, is that it is... I'm going to get so cancelled for saying this. It is such a toxic community. Like, I can see people in the comments going like, what the fuck? No. It is the most toxic community I think that exists. Because there is so much about, like, the thing is, there's no drag queens in the world that are willing to help you for free. In that, like, I'm a self-taught drag queen. I don't have any drag mothers, but I am a drag mother. Like, Davina is my drag child. Yeah. In a way, you are my drag child. It's a bit weird.
I am your child.
You are my child. No, but, like, there's no drag queens, or at least that I know of, that are willing to make you the best possible version of you because they never want you to be better than them.
Yeah.
So it's very much a competitively toxic community.
I did wonder that about when we went to Drag Fest and all the queens were supporting each other, but at the same time they were sniping at each other at the and they were like, oh yeah, she does this and oh this and that. And it's it's funny because
it is.
You know, taking the piss out of someone is
it was always hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, unless you're on the other side of it.
Hey, I'm a nice person usually.
Anyway, back to toxicity.
Yeah.
The drag queens, they were very not nasty. They were just, every joke they made felt like it had an undertone of
fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like when they said, oh, we were all on a tour bus together, I couldn't help but imagine what was that like when they were all
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of sort of like drag families, I guess, that are like not families, but they're very much
Partners.
yeah,
You can
like
get,
they'll
like,
always
drag
work
best
together.
friends.
Yeah, like
Priyanka
for
and
example, you know, Mother Tucker will always host a show for other queens. And Mother Tucker is amazing. I love Mother Tucker. Shout out to you, Meg. Love you.
I died for Mother Tucker.
I know, Mother Tucker's just fucking amazing. You know, she will always try to make everyone else look better than her.
Yeah.
And I love that. But there are other queens out there that are fucking shady as fuck that they would never, ever let anyone be better than them. And that's me.
I do wonder that sometimes.
No, I have drag children. I have to...
Mother them.
Yeah, I have to make them as good as possible. Otherwise it makes me look shit.
True, because it is your company.
Yeah.
And if we're shit, then that's
on me.
That's on you.
Yeah, it's on me, exactly. So
it's nice to know that pressure isn't on me.
Yeah, it's on me. So if the show is shit, that's on me, bitch.
Not my fault.
It's not my fault that I'm out here getting booed. Because I'm a loser in a snood, baby. Where did that come from? If you want to see Tom Alodeon's music, come out soon.
You should do a roast yourself rap.
Roast myself rap.
So you can rap really quickly and easily.
I can. I'm not roasting myself.
No, that's...
There's too much to roast. It'd be a 10-minute song.
I thought you were going to say, there's nothing to roast. And I was like,
Bitch,
well,
there is.
yeah.
There is a lot to roast. But the next sort of thing that I do want to talk about is other projects that we are doing that isn't drag shows. Now, I can't talk too much about it. I'll probably end up spoiling it.
You
all,
will, yeah.
me.
You make a whole thing exposing the script.
Yeah.
Like Tom
script.
Holland.
Shh, you can't say that. 2 years ago, I announced that I was working on something that was script-based and film-based. And only recently have I actually started the production of it.
And you rewrote it.
I did rewrite it.
Well, I suppose it's because you think your work's not perfect and you want to keep editing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically can I say what it is?
No, I wouldn't. Just say it's something that's coming soon.
But I kind of want to do some tester shots later this week. And I want to make a semi-short little postery thing.
Well, announce it then.
Because this video... Oh, you're seeing this video on the 1st of July, which is my comeback day. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'll tell you. Fuck it. So, we are... I'm saying we. You are in it. But I have written... I have written. You haven't written it. You've helped me... You've helped me with the story.
Thank you.
Yes. Izzy's helped me with the story.
I have.
However, I've written it. But basically, we have created a... Is it a TV show?
We're not sure yet.
It's a
well,
web
you're
show.
not sure yet.
It's
That's
a web
up to
show.
you.
Yeah. Basically, we're creating this web show. I'm doing that because it's not going to be on TV. It's going to be on YouTube, but it is a TV show. So it's a web show.
Or a movie.
Or a movie. I don't fucking know. Depends how long it is. Do you know? Oh, what do you like to know?
Stop it.
Depending on how long the project is, will determine whether it's a web show or a film or whatever. But what I'll do is, because I'm hoping we'll have taken tester shots. If we haven't, this next bit's going to look stupid. I'll put on the little testy shot stuff that you can all look at. Tell me what you think. Do you like the look of it? Whatever. Don't care if you don't. But tell me what you think. I want to know. I actually do want to know. But yeah, here are some tester shots. And shall I do a title reveal? I can make like a really cool little trailer and have like...
Oh yeah, put a trailer in.
Yeah, like a little mini sort of... Well, not a full-on trailer.
Teaser trailer.
Like title reveal trailer.
It's a teaser trailer.
Yeah. I'll put in a little teaser trailer now. Yeah, there you go. There we go. What did you think of that, Izzy? She won't know because we haven't shot it yet.
I loved it. I think that was absolutely phenomenal. I especially like the bits with the seagulls and the elephants.
Yeah, I liked the bit with the massive cock on the screen.
That was your cock, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was my cock.
Are you sure it wasn't mine? It was mine.
No, because it wasn't on your head.
See what I mean with the fucking bullying?
Bitch! Fuck off.
I do the shit by yourself.
No, please don't let me do this by myself. Because I don't like that. But yeah, so that is Lockhart. I can say that now because we've shown the title.
Lockhart.
Lockhart! Woo!
Don't say why it's called Lockhart.
I'm not going to say why it's called Lockhart or what it's about, but tune in.
30 years or something when it's eventually written.
Yeah, about 30 years. Very soon, I'll say that. It'll be soon. Not very soon, it'll be soon. Next year. Maybe year after.
Yeah, add a couple more years onto that.
About 10 years, alright? Fucking hell. But yeah, we are so excited to be working on it. Like, I'm currently in the process of writing. I've nearly finished the first episode.
Have you?
No. No, I have. I've planned the scenes, but I haven't written the scenes.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I need to plan what I'm going to do first. But yeah, it's all coming together very, very soon. And you'll all get updates on my Instagram, which we linked in the bio. So will Izzy's, by the way, as well. Yeah. Shall we take a little break?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a little short break and we'll be back in literally like 30 seconds. Whoosh. Okay, we're back.
How do we know if it's synced?
Izzy's just asked a technical question. How do we know if the video's synced? Do you know what? I'm going to leave the clap in just to show people what we did. Because what I'll do is I'll put them together.
What?
The videos together.
Yeah.
And sync them.
What?
Izzy doesn't know anything about editing.
I did do photography.
Photography's different to film.
For 3 months and then dropped out. Because of mental health. Let's go into the
Yes! So,
segue.
one thing that I used to do a lot with Tea with Tom, and one of the... I think the most viewed video I have on my channel, apart from Minecraft, is the mental health special of Tea with Tom. And I did that in 2019, I think. Maybe 2020. No, 2019, it's before lockdown. So I haven't talked about mental health, or even my mental health, in 3 years on YouTube.
Well, what's happened in 3 years?
A lot has happened in 3 years, and it's really weird. Obviously, we've had a lockdown, and you know, it actually dawned. This is really funny that we're talking about this now. The one thing that dawned on me the other day is that how much I have actually grown in 3 years, because it is mental. Like, I truly now have learned that you truly grow up the minute or the second that you stop publicising your life.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean the minute that you don't put on your story, taken with a heart, single with a broken heart, you no replies to anyone but one, all that sort of stuff. The minute that you stop being like that is the minute you truly understand the difference between keeping a personal life and sharing a personal life.
Another thing with sharing your personal life, and it is kind of sad now that I think back at it, but like 2018, 2019 was like the rock bottom of my life. And I used to do that. I used to put no replies, tough day, not a single person asked if I was okay.
Exactly.
And that broke me because it was like, so what am I even doing if nobody gives a shit?
No one gives, Why
am I even bothering?
Yeah, because if no one pops up, then you just feel, oh.
Then I feel like, oh. Okay.
And that affects your mental health because you're like, oh, I've got no one. And that truly just throws you in a pit of complete despair. And you sort of think, oh God, I haven't got anyone. What am I going to do? But the funny thing is, though, this year, 2021, has been...
This year's 2022.
That's what I meant. See, my mental health is that shit. I don't know what fucking year it is.
Your mental health that shit is your brain.
Yeah, this has gone through a lot. Yeah, this year. Well, oh no, it's because no. Okay, I know what I did mean 2021. Towards the end of 2021 was when personally I realised who my true friends were, and those that stuck with me through my breakup with said person, the people who stood by me when I had a complete and utter mental breakdown during Panto, all of that stuff, I realised who my true friends were. And as of 2022, I have cut off 2 of my bestest friends of 7 years. 2 friends that I have had for 7 years. And I've only known you properly this year for about 8-9 months now.
Yeah.
And I've known people like James, who you all know, and everyone for about 2 years. So, you know, that friendship, let's use James as an example. I've known James for 2 years. I have more of a friendship with him, and I know that he'll always check up on me compared to someone who I've been friends with for 7 years.
Yeah.
They never message me unless I message them first.
Yeah.
But with people from college now, they always message me and I always message them. So, kind of what I'm getting at is, with regards to mental health, you choose your own family.
God, yeah.
Like, well, not your own family, you have a family, but you choose who you want to be around you. And the second that you realise who it is that isn't good enough for you, it sounds bad, but get rid of them.
Yeah.
For you, that's a different thing, because you don't get rid of them.
I don't.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
No.
I owe too much to these people for what they've done for me.
But I could have said the same about those 2 people. That over 7 years, I've gone through a lot more in 7 years than I have in 2.
You see, the thing for me is that with these people is they didn't just support me, they support my family when I wasn't there to support them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were there for them, and they checked up on them when I was in a place that nobody could reach me. So that's why I owe them, and that's why I keep them in my life. And even though some people in this world do come and go, I'll never be able to just get rid of someone as quickly as
me.
as you can. You'll just drop someone.
No, I will, though.
But and it's something I want to learn how to do, and it's something that I've been trying to do. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's
not easy. But the moment you realise that they ain't good enough to be within your vicinity, there is no point in wasting time on someone that isn't giving you the correct time.
Yeah.
Like I always say, what if it doesn't matter in 2 years, it doesn't matter at all. So, if they aren't going to matter in 2 years' time, why should you matter about them now? Why should you care? Like, with a certain person from college, that person, they ain't going to matter in 2 years. Yeah. So why should you care about them still now?
I think I've always had, I feel like it's almost a motherly instinct of...
Like a maternal thing, yeah.
These people... I feel the need to take care of them, and even no matter what they've done to me, said to me, or even if they haven't done anything or said anything and we've just drifted apart, I've always had an urge to like look at them online and say, right, okay, so they're doing this, they've got this person, are they safe, are they happy, are they comfortable? Yeah. And it is detrimental sometimes, because I can eat myself up about the fact of, you know, oh God, I wish we were still friends, and then I start to remember, but where would I be now if I was still continuing that lifestyle? So yeah, I think friends is difficult. Friends are so...
They always say quality over quantity, and I completely agree with that. I'm very lucky that I have quantity and quality rather than one or the other. But for example, talking about my boyfriend, I don't think he'll mind me saying this. He only has 2 main friends. And he tells me that all the time. He has 2 main friends and me, and that's it. And obviously he has his brother and whatever. But he only has 2 friends that he talks to all the time. Yeah. Whereas I have our main squad, which is like 6, 7 of us.
Squad, I hate that word.
We're a squad. The Cootie Squad! We will get them on here at some point as well. Oh, but like, you know, we have our little group, and you know, we've got them for the next 3 years at uni. But then, you know, with projects like Lockhart that we are doing with them involved, you know, that could span so much more than 3 years. Who knows? And like, you know, it's really crazy that I have better friends now than I ever have. Because I didn't have friends in secondary. Well, I did have friends.
But you didn't have, like, close
No,
friends.
no. I had people that I remember in year 11. Yeah. In year 11, I think I jumped between like 7 friendship groups. And I started off with the lads. And then
You had a crush on all of them.
Fucking hell, no, they were rough as dog's arsehole. With the lads, and then I moved to the popular girls, and then I moved to the not so popular girls, then to the gays, and then back to the lads for a little bit, and then I sort of found my middle ground of group of friends, and then never spoken to a single one of them since.
Yeah.
And then college came around. Well, I started at sixth form, and made friends there. Some people who I knew from, I can't remember how I knew them, but I knew them. Had them there, and that was about a month or two.
Yeah.
At sixth form, I always go on about sixth form and the fact that I hated it, but I actually fucking loved sixth form.
But you didn't enjoy the environment.
No, I loved the environment. It was the workload that I didn't like.
Right.
So I went to high school sixth form. It's a lovely sixth form. Honestly, go there. It is a really lovely sixth form. The teachers, people are lovely. It's posh as fuck, but it's really nice. But the amount of work that I got, I hated.
Yeah.
And I couldn't keep up. It was like, I remember with English Lit, we got like 30 pieces of homework within the first week, and it was all due in on the Monday. Yeah.
That's obscene.
Yeah, it was. I was like, what? But the worst thing is, I'm going to tell this story. This is sort of deviating, but during the sort of, because it was lockdown, and I hadn't done any work in about 7 months, but obviously I had to apply and everything to sixth form through lockdown. It was shitty, but they sent me an email being like, okay, these are your subjects, these are your teachers, this is some work that they want you to do before you come in. I was like, cool. Film. It was watch film, write a movie review on it. Simple. I can do that. That's fine. Drama was research drama through the ages, so from 1600 to now, and do a little presentation. I did like 30 pages because I was obsessed. And then English Lit, it was like, okay, these are your 12 books. Read them all before you come in. I want you to answer these questions on each book. There's about 12 questions per thing. And do it all. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And this was at a moment where I hadn't done work in 7 months, and I was really raring to go and get on with work. Yeah. And I did it all in like a week. I sat at a desk and did it all in a week. And then I had the rest of the 6-week holidays, and then came along first day. I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. I've got all my work in my backpack. It's like really heavy. I'm about to fall backwards, right? I get into film. He's like, right, have you got you? I don't know what Mr. Hughes does not sound like that at all.
Have you got your film home?
It was like, have you got your review? I was like, yes, sir, I've got it. I gave it him in my book. It was like, oh, that's a really nice book. I was like, yeah, thank you. It's leather. It cost me £10. I was like, all right, I'll make sure I get you back. Thank you. He marked it. Lovely. Cool. Drama, did the same thing. They were like, right, I've got your work. I gave it in. They were like, yeah, brilliant, amazing, thank you. Gets to English Lit. She goes, I had Miss McGrail and Mrs. Hartley. Love them both. They're so lovely teachers. Honestly, lovely teachers. If you have them, you are sorted for English Lit. But I think I had Miss McGrail first, and we were doing The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde. Lovely, lovely play. Go read it. It's really lovely. I did like 20 pages on this fucking book. Analysed every scene, etc., etc. And then she said, right, has everyone read the book? I put my hand up. No fucker else put their hand up. I was like, I was like, oh, Tom, you've read it. It's like, yes. Oh, good. Did anyone do some of the summer work? Some of the summer work, just add that. Did anyone do some of the summer work? That's what she said. No one put their hand up. I've done it all. She went, all of it? I was like,
oh, bless you.
Yeah. And she went, oh, it doesn't matter anyway. We're going to do it all in class together. I'd spent a fucking week doing all this English work for them to say, it don't matter, we're going to read the books in class, so you don't have to have read them yet, and we're going to do all the work in class. So if they tell you to do work, tell them to fuck off. Don't do it, because they will make you look like a nerd, all right? I was sat there, I've got books that high with notes, I'm ready. Let's get these A-levels. Don't matter, we'll do it all in the next 2 years. Are you fucking joking?
You see, that is why I'm forever grateful my mother took me out of school.
No, I loved school. I loved English Lit. At secondary school, English Lit, sorry, we're just talking about school now, but English Lit was my thing. I got grade 8 in English Lit by the end of it. I fucking loved it. I had the most amazing teacher, Mrs. Grayson. Shout out to you. She's not watching this. But
She doesn't care.
no, she doesn't care. No, she does. She came to the drag show. She's very supportive of me.
Yeah.
She's amazing. And I loved English Lit. Language I also loved. I have to love because I fucking write scripts. But I loved English to bits. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do amazing at 6th form. I'm going to smash it. Fuck me with a rake and not the pointy end, right? It is the hardest shit I've ever done in my life. Film, so simple. Drama was quite difficult, actually. A lot more difficult than it is at college. Very difficult. It's like a 4.5 hour exam, written exam. 4.5 hours in a hall. That was red flag number 1, right? But it was fun. I remember we had to go outside. They have like an amphitheatre sort of thing, just made of grass. And we went out there and we had to pretend to be cavemen. It was it was so fun. I fucking loved it.
That sounds like something Matt would.
Yeah. And then we had to do projection. We had to stand at one side of the football pitch, on one side of the other, and we had to do Romeo and Juliet to each other. It was so much fun. I loved it anyway. And then English Lit was just the most difficult thing I've ever had to do. And I didn't hate every single second of it because I wrote so many notes that if I wanted to fucking go back, I could do my exams now. I know what I'm doing. But what I'm getting at, that was a very long analogy, is that I'm so glad that my life panned out the way it did and that I actually went to college because I think from my 6th form friends to my college friends, I don't talk to anyone from that 6th form anymore. I have them all on Instagram and I check up on them every now and then, but I don't talk to them at all.
I definitely get that because my mum was a teacher at the school we were at, saw what was happening, pulled us out, and then she taught us, but one thing, and this was, I put this all on my dad, was he wanted us to get maths and English. Because he had this strong belief that we would never get anywhere in life without maths or English.
You wouldn't.
Exactly. So, we did it. We did maths and English, we did science, we did all that, but she made it fun. We had so many activities during the day, and despite what people do think about homeschooling, I had a lot of friends.
I was going to say, Izzy was homeschooled because you didn't actually specify that you were homeschooled. You said, my mum pulled me out. That was it.
Mum pulled me out of school. Yeah. She homeschooled us for 8 years. And then, I think it was the last year, Ella turned 14.
Her sister.
Hi, Ella. She won't watch this.
She will. You better make them watch it.
Just do the screening.
Yeah.
And she wanted to do childcare. She wanted to babysit. I don't fucking know. She wanted to babysit the Kardashians' kids or something. I don't know. So, but at the city college, I think you can do this at the Hillsborough College. You could go when you're 14 to 16 window.
See, I didn't know that.
You can go to and you speak to a woman called Sheila, who was absolutely amazing. She took care of us. And so Ella went when she was 14, and so that left a year with just me and my mum. So we were getting close, we were whatever, and we were really quite happy together and whatever. And then she was like, right, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, I want to do performing arts. So we looked at it, but you had to be 16 to do it.
Yeah.
And I was only 14. So I was like, well, I've got 2 years to fill of my life.
That's crazy that you did your GCSEs at 14.
Yeah. So...
that's weird to me. I did mine... I didn't do mine because of COVID, but I would have done mine at 16.
But I did hairdressing for a year with a bunch of fucking... I don't care.
Barbies, oh
fucking awful.
Yeah.
Just rude people. Just hated them. But I learned how to do hair. My auntie Jilly, she was a hairdresser, so I got to work with her.
Oh, cool.
Then the next year, I was like, I'll do photography. Dropped out of that. Spent a year.
I could never. Photography.
Doing photography.
I could do cinematography.
I wouldn't say I even
photography.
did the course. Because my tutor had put me on a limited timetable because I refused to go in. I know, it was horrible. I just...
Wow.
Yeah, you could
I love that.
I didn't!
I do, I love it.
It's great, you do.
Yeah, anyway, continue.
And then I dropped out of that, did that. And then me and Ella went and did travel and tourism. Because I wanted to do work on a cruise liner.
Oh yeah, I remember
And-
that. Well, I don't remember it, but I remember you saying.
But that was at City College, and I had no friends on that course at all. And then travel and tourism, no friends. And I distinctly remember the day I came into college, and my teacher came in and said, "Yeah, right, guys, you can go home." What? Oh, we've just gone into a lockdown for like 2 weeks. And we were like, oh, class has just started.
Yeah.
And she just sent us all home. And I was like, oh, cool, 2 weeks off.
And then 8 months later.
8 months later, I was there doing a monologue online for drama. But
Yeah. See, I never auditioned.
I never auditioned.
I didn't
and it was
audition.
weird because everyone was like, oh yeah, no, I had this teacher for my audition and this teacher. And I was like, you guys auditioned?
I know. That's like me with uni. I didn't audition. I still haven't done it. They don't care.
I think the thing is the difference is that you've been on the course and they can see what you do.
Yeah, that's true.
This was that, like, nobody, they didn't even know. I just
Yeah.
walked in, I was like, oh yeah, I've done this, this, this and this. She was like, oh, cool. So coming to the enrollment on the something or other.
Yeah.
And then just join, and I was like, cool. And everyone was like, oh yeah, I had her for my audition. What audition?
Yeah. I was like, no.
It
What?
was an audition.
I
Well,
know.
you joined.
I
like,
joined late. I joined
5 months late, so.
It was 2. It was literally
You were not in my bubble.
the first week of November was my first official week, but it was all online.
That's the thing, is that we all went into college for the enrolment, and they would start saying all these rules about COVID.
Yeah.
And the course actually started, and we had like 2 classes indoors or something. Like, if you missed the indoor.
I came in for one of them.
And then they were like, right, so we're all online now.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, written work, great. For drama,
Yeah, it was boring as fuck.
it was boring, but at the same time, you know,
We did it.
we did it. And
Yeah, it was fine.
yeah, that's it. That's how I just go, it's just fine.
It was fine.
But then year 2 came around, and
It's shit. No, I loved this. Well, I loved a portion of this year
I did.
at college.
I loved last year, meaning last term, so
Panto.
Panto, basically.
I loved Panto.
And that little section. When we came back and we started doing theatre and education.
I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to off myself in front of children. Like, that's like how I would know.
I would have joined you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Awful. I will put in the clip of you with the fucking rug pretending to be a squid. If I can find it, I'll put it in now.
It
But
was
honest to God, a stingray. We literally had to make a fucking theatre and education piece, which is where you basically make a performance to teach people something.
Children something, so like...
No, it doesn't have to be children.
Can be.
But it doesn't have to be. It could be adults as well.
You see, that's something Matt could have taught us, but he didn't.
No, because the brief was for kids.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do it for kids. But basically, by teaching someone something, and we did this whole thing called Tales of Dragonia, and
We wrote songs.
I have the songs.
You wrote
I'll
songs,
whack some
yeah.
in if I can find them. But honest to God, the worst 3 months of my life.
You see, I'm sorry, if anybody from college is listening to this, I do not care. I could not stand the 15 streets. Genuinely, I just couldn't.
I was so bored.
That's the thing, is that and my character was just such a... I just can't even describe my refusal to want to do it again.
I know.
And
If someone came to me and said, will you do it again? No. No.
I couldn't. I genuinely couldn't. I couldn't stand the pregnancy belly. Couldn't
No.
stand the scene. Couldn't stand the death scene.
No. Oh, God, no.
Having to dig up years of deaths and trauma just to cry for one fucking rehearsal.
Yeah.
It's I didn't, and I understood why they did it, and I got the naturalism versus panto, but at the same time, pick a play that isn't shit.
I know. That was the thing. Like, no one had fucking heard of it.
Nobody had heard of it. Rest in peace, Catherine Cookson, if she's dead.
She is dead.
Okay. Right, better shit. Okay, I just didn't like it.
No, I didn't like it. I think
Nobody wanted to do it. Nobody
No.
was focused, and I don't blame them for that.
No, I think the first few weeks was like, oh, this is interesting. This is new. Let's see how it goes. And then it just propelled.
It rolled downhill into, oh yeah, let's make this naturalistic, but also not naturalistic, but also sort of naturalistic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're going to be in the theatre next week. 3 weeks later, we're in the theatre.
Oh my God, yeah.
2 days before we're performing the
Girl,
show.
don't even go there because fuck that shit.
I can't.
No.
it genuinely gets on my nerves.
Well, that's college, isn't it?
Well,
College. And now we've got uni though.
If it wasn't college, college itself was great. I don't mind college. It's the projects, and I understand it is
UAL. Fuck you.
Exactly. It's got nothing to do with the teachers.
Yeah.
That's the thing is they're all doing their best with what they've been given.
Yeah.
And what they've been given is a shit play.
Oh no, they chose to play.
They chose the play.
Yeah. Our tutors chose the play.
Well.
Yeah, UAL didn't. We just had to do something naturalistic. They chose the play.
Out of all the plays in the world.
Yeah, because rather than doing 2 plays, we did 1. So we didn't split.
Why?
So we had to find a play. They had to find a play that had like 40 characters, and that was one of the only ones that they could do that had enough for people to get a good grade in. But if they'd have split them and done 2 plays, we could have done a better play with less people.
Exactly.
But we didn't.
And people wouldn't have gotten so riled up because you cram a group of 30.
And double cast people.
Yeah, exactly. Who's going to be playing this on what day? How are you doing it? Teachers,
Exactly.
You did great. You did all right. What did she do to...
Let's not get into that. There'll be a certain person out there that'll get riled up. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I can't talk about colleges.
But then we've got uni soon.
Oh,
Starting uni in September. I'm very excited. Our little main group's
I'm
staying.
excited, but also kind of nervous.
Why?
I don't know. I just am. Because it's a step up. And it's...
I don't think much will change.
Well, you see, I didn't really struggle with the coursework for this year. I just struggled with the written work, and I've always struggled with written work.
Well, it's going to get harder.
Yeah, hence why I'm nervous.
Well...
You can't be nervous, you did like 100 slides.
No, I didn't. Did about 30. I did about 30 slides actually, but it doesn't matter. But uni's going to be more... I think uni's going to be more fun.
I hope uni is more physical based, because I know they have to do a certain amount of written work for us to pass the course.
Yeah.
But I really want there to be a lot more
Practical.
Yeah, practical, and not pretend you're a tree or a lion.
Oh God. Or like wake up from a deep sleep and you're suddenly in your character's shoes. I hate that shit. I want to punch our tutors when they make us do that. I'm like, bitch, I'm not Canadian person, right? I am not spiritual. I don't give a shit about the sun, the moon, the stars, right? I am not resurrecting myself into a character.
Okay, you see, I give a shit about all that stuff, but it does not help me with my character.
No, like there's no point. Like
separate.
Okay, let's talk about acting then. We've gone off on a tangent, but let's talk about acting. For me, as an actor, there are no techniques that get me into a character unless they are my own. I get myself into character my own way. I don't give a shit what Stanislavski said. I don't give a shit what Breck says. I care what Tom Alodeon says, right?
Everyone.
I care what I need to do to get into character. Whether that's thinking depressing thoughts, I'll do that. I'm not going to sit on a floor, pretend I'm in World War III, and then fucking rise from the ashes and be my character. That isn't going to work, right? Shut the fuck up, because it doesn't work.
The thing is, with that for me as well, is that it did work as a form of meditation for me, as in it calmed me down.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wasn't just suddenly Mary Ellen. You know, and it doesn't matter as well. I'm sorry, wearing the black clothes as a clean canvas. Oh yeah, you can't wear jeans. It needs to be flexible.
You've got to be neutral. No.
No.
Don't.
I mean, I'm not going to go into college looking like this.
I mean, I'd go into college. I'd go into college looking like this, but
Exactly, but a good 3/4 of my wardrobe is black,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter what it is. I'll wear it. But at the same time, what I wear, what my hair looks like, what my makeup is, does not affect my character.
it's like when I was wearing my hat, and they were like, "Oh, if you're more bothered about your hair, then you're not an actor." Fuck right off, right? I can be a character that is a fucking murderer and still wear a hat, alright? I do not care what you think. That is my choice. They always say, oh, it's your choice. You can be who you want to be. You can do, you give your character your intentions. oh, I don't like you doing that. Or I don't
That's
want you to do
exactly
that.
it.
You want me to be my own character? Shut up.
Do you remember, just because we played husband and wife for like
About a
5
month.
minutes,
Yeah.
and we had to do the thing where it was like, how did Mary Ellen and
Oh
what's
my
his
God.
name? Joe meet? Shane.
Yeah.
And it was like, and we met in a bar because we both thought, oh, that would be quite good, that would be quite cool. But the play was set in like 1910.
Yeah.
A woman would not have been seen in a bar unless she was a prostitute.
Well, how do you know she wasn't a fucking
Exactly,
prostitute?
that's what I turned around and I said, what if she was? And he was just like, well.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, so that's what I made my character.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you want to act, you've got to edit characters around you
yeah.
as well as yourself around
Oh,
characters.
hell yeah.
So if... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
We need
Anyway,
to
we've
stop
gone off on a fucking tangent. But like, as an actor who has an agent, hello, the industry is a lot more open than a college would be.
Yes.
To character development. You get a script, you interpret it however you want, and you perform it. And the director will always have in their mind how they want a certain thing to be performed.
But it's whether or not your idea aligns with theirs.
Exactly. But but they would never say, do it this way, I don't like you doing that. They'd be like, okay, that's how you want to do it.
Or sometimes you can give them, like, ideas if you come forward. I know that that's happened several times with when I've written a script or something and I've seen something or someone said something. Or I used to write books a lot and I'd show them my mum and my mum would say, well, what would happen if you did this instead?
Yeah.
And then I'd change it and be like, oh wow, that actually sounds really good. And that's just how the industry goes, you have to be at the right place at the right time in order to get that role that will make you as famous as Johnny Depp or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just saying that because it's relevant.
Love it. Hashtag Team Johnny.
Hashtag team.
Fuck you, Amber Heard.
If anybody is Team Amber Heard,
Then unsubscribe, leave.
go away.
I don't want you on my channel.
All your subscribers leave.
My 262 subscribers? No.
62.
Yeah.
Ooh, I thought you were only like 130.
No, 262, baby. Ow.
Famous YouTuber.
Yeah. Sheesh. All of my subscribers have gone.
They all hate you now.
Talking about, right, let's discuss Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Now that you mentioned it, what the fuck?
What happened?
My dog stepped on a bee. My dad left me. But Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, right. There was the whole, like... Obviously, in the UK, Johnny lost and Amber won. But in the US, Johnny won and Amber lost. Amber, literally the other day, released all of her therapy notes. I don't know if you've seen this.
No.
She apparently released all of her therapy notes to the public eye so that they can read that she was actually abused by Johnny Depp. Now, some of them are a bit eye-widening. I'm like, oh, that does actually correlate with what she said, but it's dated like 2013, where I'm like, oh, it's a bit odd. But...
Well, she will have read the notes before she went into the...
Well, yeah, but overall... Fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Depp all the way. And also, a president at Disney said, I think the appeal's too big for Johnny Depp to come back, so he has to now. So if he ain't fucking Jack Sparrow, in the next few years, Disney, I'm coming for you.
I think the thing is as well, and this has been especially big for anybody who has suffered domestic abuse, but it's been a woman abusing a man. And because when people like put up posters and stuff, it's like, oh, he only hit her once or whatever. It's like, yeah, but she it came forward as, don't just believe her because she's a woman, because she's come forward and said, I've been abused.
Yeah.
And also, don't just believe him because he's Johnny Depp. Believe the evidence. And unless you've gone through the evidence and seen it and come to a conclusion in your own mind and followed the whole case, that's why I support Johnny Depp. Because nothing she said aligned or made sense.
No.
And it was, and I'm sorry, she's a shocking actor. I got curious, so I watched a clip of her in Aquaman and I was like,
Aquaman!
Aquaman! Give me my wig back! Aquaman!
Yeah.
Yeah, it honestly.
Yeah, it is one of those things where I'm just like, Okay. Also, if you keep seeing me touch my phone, it's because it's telling me how much percent I've got, so I'm not just fingering you all. Although, how much you might wish that I'm fingering you all, I hate.
I'll sub to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, if you want to sub to Izzy's OnlyFans,
Please do.
give her that
Being
money!
a goth is very expensive.
She needs it.
Please.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think that's a good first episode, you know?
Yeah,
I really do.
I do.
I think it's been a good first episode.
I never mentioned my name.
This is Izzy. No, we did. Did we not? Well, I've called you Izzy in this, so they'll know your name. I'll put a thing at the beginning being like, this is Izzy.
If you remember.
I will remember. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to
How
grab your cup.
long is usually a tea with Tom?
20 minutes.
20 minutes?
So welcome to the 1 hour
It's
special!
only been 45 minutes.
No, because the first video is 20 minutes. This one's 35. It's 55 minutes.
That's not an hour.
But it's nearly an hour.
Keep talking for 5
No, because if I put the intro in and the outro in,
I haven't
plus the Lockhart stuff.
This is the delicious coffee I haven't touched.
Well. Anyway, beautiful people, that is it for the first episode of Tea with Tom. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, why the fuck aren't you? Fucking subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to put notifications on, you can. But bitch, I don't post regularly enough for you to do that. So just don't bother with that shit.
It'll probably pop up as Tom Alodeon posted for the first time
In 8 months.
So subscribe to see when he next uploads in 20 years.
Yeah. No, I want to post these regularly. I don't know how regularly. They might be once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, that's how often. It depends on how often something happens.
Yeah, but we'll find a topic and we'll talk about it. And we'll get guests on. So if anyone has any guests ideas, basically, if any of my friends are watching and they want to be on one, let me know.
Mom, come talk about Animal Crossing.
Yeah! Oh my god, please.
Or cats.
As long as she doesn't bring Church.
Church escaped twice today. Shot straight down the garden. So did Misty. Little
Aw.
bugger's never run out before and he ran out today. He's had enough of us. He's
I'm
had
not
enough of that
surprised.
shit.
Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Tom. That's been Izzy. That mess in the corner's been Izzy. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, bye.
Wahoo!